Welcome to the Solo Grind, where we shine a light on the raw and real journey of being a solo entrepreneur. I am Teresa, your guide on this adventure of going it alone, without a safety net and without the rule book. The grind is real, my friend, and so are the wins, the freedom, and the joy of building success on your own terms. I'm here to debunk the myths, share some laughs, and share what it takes to thrive as a go-getter, busy, doing it all entrepreneur. Hello and welcome to the Solo Grind. I am so excited to be here with each and every one of you today because I am just back from a fabulous vacation in the West Caribbean. And I am feeling so refreshed, recharged, rejuvenated, all of those great words, and ready to really focus in on making my corner of the world a better place. So, for those of you joining me for the very first time, I'm Teresa Schloop, the original caffeine creative, and my day job is all about helping solo entrepreneurs stand out through personal branding, a website design, and digital marketing. If that by chance sounds like something you want to learn more about, please reach out. I would love to connect with you. Scroll into the show notes and you can see all of my best contact information. Whether you want to text me through your your podcast listening app, or schedule a face-to-face, screen-to-screen, I should say, meeting with me. The links are there and I would love to hear from you. So now let's talk about marketing. If you have been following along with me, you know that last week my plan had been to come here and share with you a little bit more about marketing, specifically relationship marketing and transactional marketing. And then as I was preparing for vacation, counting down the minutes to getting ready to leave, all hell broke loose. So, what do you do when you're a solo entrepreneur and all hell breaks loose when you've got a plane ticket in hand? Well, you can tune into last week and see what I had to say, or I'll just cut to the chase and tell you that you go on vacation. That's exactly what I did. Yes, I took care of the true emergencies, and yes, I laid out some comfort for those that were not true emergencies and made sure that they understood that we've got a plan in place and everything will be fine. But then I went on vacation. And because I went on vacation, I am here ready to take on the world. Whereas 10 days ago, I was getting a little tired, burnt out, and exhausted. Nobody can have a thriving business, especially one that they are pretty much on their own with, if they do not take breaks. So, if you're starting to feel a little bit burnt out and need permission, go check out last week's episode for your permission slip to take a break, take a vacation, go rest, recharge, rejuvenate, so that you can come back better than ever. And now we really are going to talk about marketing. Now, when I am out there visiting with other solo entrepreneurs, whether it's at a networking event or screen to screen, whatever the case is, when we start talking about marketing, a lot of people immediately jump to social media posts, algorithms, and trying to create viral moments online. They're stressing about coming up with fresh ideas, trying to figure out how to stand out and how to get noticed by their dream customers. And at the bottom of it all, what they're really focused in is trying to get the sale. They want to get the sale, do a happy dance, and then move on to find the next client to get the next sale. And honestly, there is a much better way. A way that feels a lot less forced, where we simply show up as our wonderful, amazing, beautiful selves and build a business that thrives. And that is exactly what we're going to be talking about here today. We are going to talk about, as I said before, transactional marketing versus relationship marketing, the difference between both of those. I want to give you some tips on how to figure out what method is the best depending on your business model, the pros and cons of both approaches, because there are pros and cons to both, and also how they overlap with each other and how you could leverage both methods into creating stronger client relationships that lead to retention, referrals, and return customers, which is retention. Okay. I also want to give you some simple ideas and ways to start building trust and loyalty without feeling salesy, shisty, or icky in your marketing approach. And we're going to do all of that in this episode. So grab your cup of coffee and settle in because now we are going to start first off with transactional marketing. Now, transactional marketing is all about the quick sale. Okay. It's about closing the sale, focusing on generating quick revenue, and often relying on urgency, persuasion tactics, and sometimes questionable methods that prioritize the sale over the customer experience. That, of course, is those shisty, shady tactics that use manipulation and lies and play on people's vulnerabilities to try and get the sale. That is not the type that I want to talk about. I'm talking more about legit transactional marketing and how to utilize that. So, who does transactional marketing work best for? Well, that would be the businesses that rely on a high volume. So, when I say high volume, I want you to think about retail, such as stores, e commerce, specifically like Amazon or Wayfair. They're all about the high value. Okay. They need the sale and they want to make a lot of sales, and that's how their business model survives. Okay. There are also companies out there who are looking to build brand loyalty with their products because their products is a great product. So, for example, on this trip that I was on, quite a few of the people we were traveling with love Lululemon. Men and women alike. They love Lululemon. And it's not just because Lululemon is trending. What they love about it is the quality, the selections, the experience in purchasing. They've created a loyalty to Lululemon because of the experience they have with purchasing and wearing those products. For that reason, they've come back and continue to purchase more. That's another place where transactional marketing is going to work well. And then, of course, transactional marketing is great for brands and businesses that don't depend on long term client retention. Okay. Think of the candles that you bought for some friends at Christmas time. You bought these lovely, beautiful candles that you discovered on Etsy. You may not remember who sold them to you, but it was a good experience. And they know that their candles are great. They have great reviews and they don't need your loyalty to continue their business, even though they would appreciate it. Okay. Now that we know who it's for, let's take a look at the pros of transactional marketing. First off, the most important one is it is generating fast revenue. Quick sales, quick revenue, definite pro. Okay. This works really well again for products. That's where I feel that transactional marketing as a primary focus works best. And that is if you're selling actual physical, tangible products. And it is a scalable for high volume business. If you want to scale your candle business, you can do so with the right tools in place. The coffee that I purchased is a great example of scaling your business to a higher volume. So it started off a small little roaster here in Beersford, South Dakota, Rainy Day Coffee Company. I will put a link in the show notes because I love bringing her sales. And she started off making really good coffee. Then she got a coffee truck, Lucille. She takes her coffee truck, basically a food truck that focuses on great coffee, and she drives Lucille around when the season is open for food trucks here in South Dakota and does well. And now she has opened up a brick and mortar place where you can do a drive through and you can go in and you can purchase her coffee. I can now visit her and I can buy a 5-pound bag of my favorite coffee beans. This is how she scaled her business, starting small and scaled because she has a fabulous product that works. Now, those are the pros in transactional marketing. Fast revenue, products that don't require trust to be sold. For example, the coffee. If I had never met her, I would still buy her coffee because I love it. And things that are scalable to a higher volume business. What are the downsides to transactional marketing? Well, While it is incredibly effective, it is also short term thinking. And the other side is if your focus is only on closing the sale with little effort put into creating a meaningful customer experience, building trust and brand loyalty, or encouraging repeat business and referrals, over time, this is going to lead to one and done sales with no return customers, the constant need to chase new customers, and a brand that feels unpersonal and untrustworthy. Basically, my friends, you are on a hamster wheel, always chasing and running and scurrying to find more with ever looking at what is behind you. So, using my coffee girl again as an example, she focused on the transaction, the quality of her product, the presentation of her product, all of those things. She put time and effort into creating a meaningful customer experience, even if it's just opening that bag and getting the smell of fresh coffee beans. Okay. She made sure the bags were the best or what is the word I'm looking for freshness, for that smell, for all of those things. That led to her being able to grow her business. But if she hadn't focused on that, if she hadn't focused on those pieces, she would have never been able to scale her business. Okay. So let's now take a look at relationship marketing. Now, relationship marketing is playing the long game. And as a service based entrepreneur, this approach has never failed me. I will say early on in my business, I had this idea that someone needed a website. I would build a website. I would deliver the website. I would say, good luck, my friend. And I would move on and look for the next customer. I had a very transactional mindset to that. But in actuality, that did not build my business. While I provided a good service of building the website, didn't focus anything further. It was only on the transactions. And that is what hurt me. So this is where when I shifted years ago to relationship marketing, everything shifted for me. Okay. So, as I said, this method is all about long term connections. Instead of just focusing on closing the sale, I started focusing on creating a brand experience that make people want to come back and refer their friends to me. I wanted people to trust that they were in good hands and remember me. So, who is the relationship marketing work best for? Well, you probably have guessed service based businesses such as my own. This is where trust and connection are essential. So, coaches, consultants, freelancers, web designers, logo or graphic designers, all of those things, they are there to establish credibility and rapport. It's also for brands who are looking to build loyalty. So, again, with my coffee roaster, while she focuses more on transactional, she also wants a brand loyalty, and that is the relationship piece that she does. So, why does relationship marketing work for people? Why is it a good idea? Well, because when people feel genuinely connected to you, they become repeat clients who keep coming back. They send you trusted referral sources and they become advocates, cheerleaders basically, for your brand. It's not just a good approach for your business, it benefits your clients as well. So, going back to my own example, my website, when I started building relationships, once somebody's website was launched, when they needed support, they had a place to come. They didn't think that I had just built it and disappeared, which is what a lot of web designers do in all actuality. They had somebody to reach out to. Okay. They didn't have to keep looking for somebody to find the right fit, somebody who understood their business, somebody that would understand the platform, somebody that would know what they need, somebody who could make the changes, somebody who could on and on and on. They knew they didn't have to start from scratch. They could reach out to me and I would take care of it because I had their best interests at heart and I'd already taken very good care of them. Okay. So, as we can see, that was a lot of information. I understand. But you can see that there is a value to both approaches. And really, what you want to do is to find a way for them to overlap and support your business in the best possible way. Most businesses thrive by using a mix of both transactional and relationship marketing. The key is knowing when and how to use each one appropriately and effectively for your business. So, let me give you some ideas and ways that you can do that. Instead of viewing transactional and relationship marketing as opposing strategies that can't work together, consider how you can blend them into creating your own business model that not only attracts new customers, but also builds long-term loyalty. My suggestion here, and this is what works for me, but again, so it may work differently for you. And if you have another method, I'd love to hear it. But here's what works for me. You start with transactional marketing to bring in some clients quickly when you need to do so. Okay. This is using straightforward offers that create a low risk entry point for new customers. So, for example, you could create low cost offerings that deliver fast, immediate results that potential customers can then use these to not only get something that they need, but to take in an up close personal look at what it is that you can offer them. So this could be perhaps updating for my own personal example, doing some updates, a quick refresh on their website, adding a new page that they need to build, even though they know they maybe need a new website, they need a little bit of help. It could be a free trial to an online course or coaching program that you are offering. This doesn't mean a free trial to all content, okay? That I'm not recommending at all, but you could give them access to the first module or the first week. The idea here is to give them just a little nibble of what you have to offer to pique their interest and get them asking for more. Another way that you could do this is low ticket offers, digital products or templates, ebooks, things like that. That's a way to provide, if, especially as a service based business, to give them a look at what it is to work with you and to keep, hopefully bring them in for more. Or maybe you have a limited special offer service that you can provide. Again, I could do a website audit if I needed to bring in some new clientele. I could do a website audit. That gives them something that's tangible, usable, effective, immediately implementable without having a high ticket or service that they have to pay for. It gives the people you're looking to work for an opportunity to get to know you and your business while generating some quick revenue without requiring a deep trust upfront. That's the key to starting off with that small transactions. Now, once you've got a good referral base, you're not going to need to lean into transactional marketing so much anymore. Okay. Speaking from my own personal experience, now I have clients that come back. I have great referrals. And so I don't have to lean into that so much anymore. And that's what we're talking about next, and is layering that relationship marketing into things to keep them coming back. So once you bring in a customer, you want to stay focused on keeping them happy and building a level of familiarity and trust. So this could be by making sure that you're sending the follow-up emails with helpful tips, not just, hey, buy more from me, but hey, here's how you can make the most out of what I have provided you with. Here's some tips. Here's some resources. Here's something of value to keep things going. This keeps you forefront in their mind. They feel very supported by what you have to share, especially when it's a little bit of a bonus to what they've already received. And it starts building that relationship of trust and loyalty. You want to offer them perhaps exclusive content or bonus offers to your repeat clients. That doesn't necessarily mean anything new. So I have like a website care plan that is a special offer to my clients that want to continue working with me. And I have ways to make that incentive more attractive and appealing to them. You also want to include some personalized touch points when it comes to that relationship marketing, sending handwritten notes or cards. This could be a birthday card. This could be little presents at the end of the project. It could be anything, something small. I even remember I was at a airport one time and there was a magazine and I saw an article that reminded me of a client and I just tore out the pages and wrote a quick note to her and mailed it to her. She thought that was the most hilarious thing. It was a small personalized touch that showed that I was thinking of her, and she's still my client to this day. So this is how you take, by layering in this relationship marketing, this is how you take one-time buyers and turn them into repeat clients and some of your best cheerleaders and referrals out there. Okay. The next thing that you want to do is start thinking about ways to create memorable buying experiences. Even if somebody only buys from you once, you want to leave them with a lasting impression that builds brand awareness and trust. So if you are, excuse me, sorry, my nose is itching. If you have a product that you're selling, the packaging in itself can be something that is very thoughtful and premium that creates an experience. So Erin Condren. I love Erin Condren planners. Apologize if I'm going to repeat this story because I've recorded this episode a couple times, running into technical difficulties, but I love Erin Condren planners, and I'll keep this short. I continue buying her planners and her notebooks because of the unboxing experience that I get. So I've bought other planners that are equal quality, okay, that are great, other notebooks that are of equal quality, great products. I cannot remember most of their names, but I still have, for 10 years, have been purchasing from Erin Condren, and I always go back. Anytime I stray, I come back to Erin Condren, and it is the unboxing experience for me. When I order something from her, I get email updates letting me know what's going on. I get a beautiful box when everything is delivered. I open the box and it's nice, it's pretty. There's bubble wrap and then tissue paper. There's little freebie gifts in there. There's all these things. Like, it is Christmas morning. Like, my husband will laugh at me, and I'm not even joking. He will laugh at me because I'm giggling when I get a new Erin Condren box. That is a way to help people feel special and create a memorable buying experience, particularly if you're selling services. Another thing, or products, forgive me, if you're selling products. Another thing that I've seen work really well are personalized notes or videos that happen. So each year I buy Girl Scout cookies from a sweet little girl who lives hours and hours away from me that I've only met one or two times, and I barely ever see this sweetheart, but every year she sends me a video thank you message. So every year when it's Girl Scout cookie time, I immediately think of this little sweetheart and I go to look and find her link on Facebook through her mom's page because I know I want to buy from her. It's those personal touches that build an experience. You could also send another follow-up message that will help enhance their experience rather than pushing for another sale. Whatever the case is, again, you're wanting to create a memorable experience, and not memorable in the fact that you were pushing and saying you need to buy more, buy more, buy more. But hey, I value you. I respect you, and I want to offer you more value here. This is what makes transactional events feel special, and they increase the likelihood of repeat business and referrals. The point that I'm trying to make with all the things that I've been sharing here today is that trust builds. You want to build trust at every single level. At the end of the day, whether you're a service-based business or a product business, you want to use transactional marketing and relationship marketing in a beautiful combination that supports the business you are building. If you sell physical products, think about how you can make that experience a little bit more special and memorable so customers come back and refer you. If you sell services, consider offering quick win transactional options that allow new clients to test the waters before investing in a deeper relationship. And if you do both, find ways to weave relationship building into the smallest interactions so that your brand truly does stand out. When you give thought and energy and focus into that relationship and how to build strategies around both of these pieces, you are going to much more easily attract new customers while also nurturing long-term loyalty from your existing customers. And that, my friends, is the real key to sustainable success. So, I hope this episode has helped you. If you're still feeling a little lost and confused, because I understand it's a lot to take in when you're trying to think about how to stand out in the world and to in a way that is genuine and unique and authentic to you, please don't hesitate to reach out. As I said in the beginning of the show, all of my best contact information is in the show notes. Shoot me a message, send me a text through your podcast app, or comment on the video here on YouTube, or schedule a screen-to-screen meeting with me and let's have a conversation. I would love to help you make the most of your own personal marketing in a way that is genuine, authentic, and sustainable for you. All right. Have a great day, my friends, and I will see you all next week. Next week, we will be joined with a very special guest, Nancy Quinn, who was formerly known as Nancy Ganzikoffer, not that long ago. And she's going to be here sharing some incredible insights with us that you are going to want to tune into. So, looking forward to connecting with all of you next week. And until then, have a fabulous day and may success be in your abundance. All right. I'm not sure that's a proper word, but we're going to go with it. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in to the Solo Grind. I hope this episode brought you some inspiration and encouragement. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, rate, and review the podcast, and feel free to share. For more tips and insights, visit caffeinecreative.io to check out my blog or explore the Creative Vault, my free course library. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. I'd love to hear how this episode has helped you.